So if you don't know, Cenat, who they say is the biggest streamer in the world on YouTube, has caught this chick red-handed trying to clout chase and insinuate like they did something when they didn't, because he didn't let her into a big party that he had, right? So he caught her and called her on the phone, and now she's trying to cry and play victim, and this is how it all went down, man.
For those who don't know, this is when I first got to this crib. I first got to this crib, bro. Never did nothing with this girl, nothing of that. When I first got to this crib, this literally was sitting on my bed. I had to go water. It must have been when I left. She recorded the mafia rug. She got the mirror and posted it, bro. When I first, it's like it's a minute ago. This is a minute ago. But why is this being yo, bro? What? LOL lying. Word of my mother. This is weird. Let me see what she got to say. Look, story time? Like what?
Everybody sound bad. You have no idea what we had to do to get this pack. Everybody sound bad. You have no.
So this is some pictures of the party that she was not able to get into. Now, this is a 23-year-old stripper. They said she was 47, but she showed her license or partial of license and cleared that up. But this is the party she wasn't able to get into. Now, she was at a party before that, and where she got his number and does that. So once she wasn't able to get into this second party, this when she got in her feelings and decided, I'm about to post all this or whatever.
It ain't even about going to his pool party or being in the Kai video. It is about that, but it's not really about that. It's the fact that you're stepping on my toes and you're stepping on my money. Because the casting company I work for, they're real cool and tight. And ever since I went to that house and curved him, that has not been texting me back at all. For no more bookings at all. You get what I'm saying? And I can feel vibes from people. When I'm talking to this woman in person, I'm feeling her vibe. And I feel like this don't fuck with me. But I fuck with her, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like you're stepping on my toes and you're stepping on my money and you're stepping on somebody that you don't even have to step on. You got 1 million followers. That's what hurt my feelings. And that's just what it is. You're stepping on my toes. You don't even have to do that. I did nothing to you.
Now she about to cry. They always turn on the waterworks when you start calling out stuff. But let's let her continue.
I feel like it was regardless of what, my back was against the wall. And even if I was that, he still would have did the same. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie about that. I took a video in his room to show my friend. If that's clout for sending that to one person, and I don't give a. At this point, I deserve something. I'm living here with something. You embarrassed me, you humiliated me, and you got me blacklisted from the entertainment industry. I'm living here with something.
Blacklisted from the entertainment industry? I mean, it sounds like you putting a little bit extra on your career, if you ask me. But, you know, go right ahead. Describe it however you want to describe it.
Kai seen himself getting exposed while he was on stream, so he decided to call her.
I just muted the stream, so I'm on some one-on-one right now. What did you do? Like, why did you post a TikTok of you in my room?
Talk about a muted stream. I'm going to continue saying what I just said. You did that for attention.
Wait, what did I do for attention?
I'm talking about what you just did right now. You did that for attention. That's just.
Wait, you just posted you in my room.
Okay, I posted that because you're a bum, basically.
For what?
You just dirty and you just grimy as.
Wait, what? Wait, is it because you didn't come to the party? Because of the party? Like I didn't, because it was filled. You want to come to the party? You couldn't come.
I don't give a. It's about how you treat people.
So you but you was on my phone trying to get inside the party, and I wasn't replying because it got too much people, and then you were mad because I'm a bum though. You see? Thank you. That's all I needed, bro. Yo, so can y'all clip that, put it together, stitch that, and do they thing? She's mad because she couldn't me, and I didn't want to. No, I'm good off that. She wanted some water, so I got some water, and she recorded in my room. Would you consider booking me for things or events that you possibly having going on in the future? I would love to work with you, and I'll do it for free. Left her there. You don't with me for real. Left her there. Well, she said, you don't with me for real. I said, what you mean? I'm traveling right now. She said, I wish I would have on you. I keep thinking about it. And because you haven't and text me back, I miss you low key, but I'm not going to keep bothering. You know, I know you're busy. Gotcha. Gotcha. Play with me. Why did my mother play with me? You see, you activated BX Kai. I don't do this on this line. But if you want to embarrass yourself,
I'm happy Kai, even at his young age, understands that he has to protect himself. Because if he didn't have those messages and he didn't have any evidence, she could have said anything and people would have just believed it. W Kai.
She belongs to the street.
Shout out to the Poor Man's Podcast for the clips, but good thing he didn't do nothing with her, because we know in the day and age, you better have some consenting video evidence or some type of proof to say that y'all did what y'all did. Otherwise, they could just say whatever. His friend went through allegations before, and she's going to allude to that later, but he was never charged for it because there was no proof of anything that happened like that. But let's get to the next video of her trying to clean this up.
I feel like the experience I went through is just one of that many women go through in this industry, and it just is what it is.
First red flag. First of all, they got mad red flags. The lashes red flag, hair red flag. It's so much mad red flags already, but it's all good. First red flag, she's talking. This chick had about like 2,000 followers until last night. You hear what she's saying? This industry. I'm telling you, women suffer from main character syndrome. You're not in the industry. You're a groupie that got invited to a party.
I said earlier, she was putting a bit extra on her career, if that's what you want to call it.
It's like, never meet people in person. I'm sorry. Like, they aren't who they are on the net. You don't know these people.
You mean how like women use filters and makeups to look like a supermodel on Instagram, but then look like a gargoyle in real life? You mean how women say they just want to show up and hang and have fun with you, and then the whole time they plotting on you?
Simple. But anywho, I have been working on sets with multiple casting agencies for music videos, YouTube videos, things like that. And
I know some women watch me and they be like, "I'm misogynist." It's not misogynistic. This is just the truth. Because you do a music video, you're not in this industry. It's just like, honestly, I really didn't feel like I was in this industry until I started doing deals with some of these bigger companies, because they make the industry a reality. Having a YouTube video go viral, like, which I had a bunch of them back in the day, I don't think that was industry at all. Any pretty woman could get put in a video. You're not in the music industry.
I'll give it a little pushback on this, because I think Act was a part of the music or the media industry when he was going viral at them times. It was just a smaller role, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the difference between having restaurant chains and one guy selling peanuts on the corner. Like, they both still the food industry, but just say you part of the peanut gang. That's all I'm saying. I just hate how these chicks be trying to upplay when they say the industry and all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I hate when they do that. And then we part of the industry. Like, shut up. Like, cut it out. This would make me want to respond like Act responded. But I'm trying to give her a little bit of a lifeline on this one.
That nature. And I just feel like this is really like a new experience for me. I feel like the lines kind of get frayed when you meet these high-profile individuals and they want to try to recruit models or extras to try to just basically sleep with them. So normalized in the industry that they will refer to these women that never approached them as groupies, and that's just not the case.
You know why people like me would refer to you as a groupie? We would refer to you as a groupie because you posted this. The reason, so you're right. There's some women that went to that pool party that really probably ain't groupies. They probably is like, oh, it's a lit party. It's a lit pool party. Like, everything is free. I get to go in my bag. Cool. They go have a good time. You don't hear nothing about it. I heard they invited like 100 girls. You the only one who's trying to use you being at the party and you being next to this for some advancement of your career. That's groupie behavior. Groupies use moments trying to show that they're in some type of fictional industry, which you're not.
But that's why I posted this experience, so other women can be aware. And other women...
That's cat, bro. Women are so slick and slimy. Kai is love, so he jumped out on the story first. And before she could say... Oh, and by the way, he had the text messages too.
She was trying to insinuate one or two things. That they smashed, or either that she curved him. Either one was going to equal clout for her, though.
She basically was trying to say that without saying it, like she curved Kai, until Kai basically said, don't even put that in the air, shorty. hears the messages, you're tweaking. Then, after Kai's hundreds of thousands of fans is on her, she's now crying victim, talking about, oh, people want to, like, come on.
I can also relate to the experience that I'm going through. I was invited last minute by my casting company to do an AMP shoot. I wasn't even going to go because I didn't even know who AMP or what AMP was.
This is another thing I hate, how these women carry this. Listen what she says. I'm invited last minute by my casting company. You say you don't know AMP. You don't know Kai Cenat. Okay, cool as well. I hate when women throw that into the mix because they try to put down the importance or the fame or the popularity of the person they're actually trying to get clout from.
Like, I've never even heard of that. And that's where I met Kai. He asked for my number. He even asked for a few women's numbers as well. But I'm going to get into it more in part 2.
Part 2.
So after I saw him grab like 4 other girls' number, I really didn't care. I thought like maybe he was planning some other networking event that he was going to put me on to, you know. But later that night, he asked me to come over and that he's just going to send his driver to come get me. And I thought this could be like a one-on-one opportunity for like me to actually meet him and get to know him. It's basically just saying he wants to hang out, yada, yada, yada. I did want to use the time that I had with him to see if I could get booked or casted for other things.
Later that night, he sent you to drop. Yeah, you was trying to get booked. All right, you know what I'm saying? What y'all be killing me? Okay, let me just.
Because I literally met him at a work event. But after I sent him my address, he sends me a text basically saying he wants a massage. And as you can see on the messages from Twitter, I just put LOL because I didn't really know how to respond to that. And I literally thought he was joking because he put a laughing emoji.
So it's later that night. He sent you a driver. You coming up, and he told you you want a massage. You didn't know how to respond. If you wasn't down to do whatever that was insinuated for you to do, the correct response would have been to stay at home. But you know that, right? That's why you went, because that was your intention.
And then he says his Uber, which I kind of laughed because he specified driver, which I thought was funny.
Okay, he said driver, and it was an Uber, and she thought that was funny. It's just like Ax said earlier, they love trying to downplay afterwards the person that they was trying to get clout off of. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make it seem like they was simpletons and all of that. So, okay.
And I took that as a sign that he had some other going on. But, yeah, and I feel like I still could have went, you know, just to talk to him about the things that I wanted to talk about personally. And after that, I had to leave because I got to go to work anyways. And there's other things that I have to be doing in my life besides sitting at his house.
And I'm just interested. What are these things that she wanted to talk about? What does she want to conversate about? This young stripper that has to get to work. What did she have that was so intelligent to talk about that she wanted to discuss with Kai at this time later tonight that she went over there? I'm just asking.
And then I get to his streaming house, like the one that he records at, and it's a mess, and he just start acting weird, which kind of made me uncomfortable. And he starts walking around for at least a good 15 minutes, and now I'm weirded out because that's not what you do when you invite somebody to your home. Especially with somebody you don't know. Like, normally you would try to hang out with them, and I've also heard through people some things about him. And when I got there, my friend texted me telling me to be cautious of, you know, his whole allegation thing.
So cape is the word you know we're talking about. He's never had a cape allegations. Nor did his friend that she was referring to. At a party, a woman accused his friend of cape. They had consensual sex is what the guy said. She never pressed charges. Why? Because the guy alleged that it was false and he had alleged proof that it was false. So she just kept blasting him on the internet. She never came out and actually presented any evidence or actually tried to press charges or sue or anything like that. So why is this young lady bringing this up now? You dig what I'm saying? You see how they try to assassinate your character when stuff go left.
You know what I'm saying? So when she told me that, I was just weirded out, and I recorded a video and sent it to her so I could show her where I'm at.
Did you catch it? How quick she just lied? She just said her friend texted her warning her about Kai and his alleged cape, right? Hold on, let me replay it for you.
And when I got there, my friend texted me telling me to be cautious of, his whole allegation thing.
Okay, second half of the replay.
So when she told me that, I was just weirded out, and I recorded a video and sent it to her so I could show her where I'm at.
So if your friend already knows where you are, why would you need to then record a video in this man's room and then send it to your friend to let her know where you're at? She just told you. She already knew where you was at. She was warning you about this alleged story that this previous woman had said about Kai's friend. You did? Okay.
And this is kind of getting a little long, so I'm definitely about to post part 3. So just to go ahead, 03/31/2000, I am not 50, 70, 40, whatever y'all are saying. I'm literally 23 years old. Kai's about to be 22, I think. That's what he told me. But yeah, anyways, that's why the video was recorded. It wasn't recorded for clout purposes. How I'm going to get clout off a rug, y'all. Be so for real.
So why'd you post it then? Y'all be killing me, boss. And why you sitting here making part 1, 2, 3 about all of this? All right, man.
So we kicking it, we chilling, and I'm telling him the type of stuff that I want to be in, even if it's just for free exposure. I really don't care. And basically, I'm just chilling. I'm just basically using this time to just network and chop it up with him, basically. And I know a lot of y'all are like, you should never work for free. But I was just doing what I thought would be right because I wanted to work with him, and that's just what it was.
You willing to work for free and all of this, but you ain't know who he was. What you said before, right? Okay.
And so he promises that, and once again, he invites me to the pool party, which is, at this point, another invite. And basically, he's telling me he's going to reach out to me and put me on. And I tell him, cool, that's great. And then he ordered me some food, and I don't eat it because that's trash. And basically, I'm telling him it's too late. I'm about to dip. And then soon after that, he's asking to cuddle. You feel me? And once again, I'm not comfortable with that. I don't really know him like that as a person. Basically, to me, he's a random guy. But I feel like it's a great networking opportunity to try to work with him. But besides that, it's nothing really there between us. You feel me? I don't know him. I don't know if he assumed because of his internet fame or whatever he has going on that I would just let him meet for free with no relationships, no guarantee, no none of that. But that's not who I am. And I could tell he was kind of irritated, but what do you expect from me? And I feel like it's beyond groupie behavior to somebody just because of their name. Me, I have to get to know somebody first. But I'm going to leave it just right there. I know that probably blew away any networking opportunity that I had with him. And he's just going to let his ego and all of that get in his way because I didn't let him with me. And basically the next day, to make him feel better, I just said, we should have done this, that, and the third. Basically just to make him feel better because I just curved him and I refused to sleep with him.
Man, when I say these chicks are so comical, that is just unbelievable. I almost have no words.
But regardless of what I feel like what I would have did in that situation, it's a power dynamic that I cannot control. What I have to do is try to keep my morals and self-respect and try to relate to other women in the entertainment industry.
Morals and self-respect as a stripper is what you're telling me? All right.
Who have already been reaching out to me saying that they relate to the same thing as well. Are women who think this is a desirable situation and that if they compromise their value for a name with a name, he's going to put them in a better position. When really all you're going to do is walk away with nothing. I've gotten more staying true to myself than I've ever gotten trying to kiss his. But hate me or love me, I'm going to do me regardless. And that's just what it is. I'm sorry.
Fellas, I know y'all young, having fun out here, man. And even the older dudes. But I'm just, man, you got to be careful. You got to be careful because luckily he caught this thing turned into no case or nothing like that. And he didn't do nothing with her. But it can very easily go the total opposite way. And they will lie through their teeth to make sure you look bad and suffer for their own personal financial gain or just for clout. It's your boy P Camp, man. Let me know what you think, what you don't think.